Alright, so you want to make games for the TI-84 plus CE. That's no problem with this tutorial. So let's get started. So first, if we're gonna code, or if we're gonna make games, you have to know what ways can you make games. And there are two main ways. So the first one is on the calculator. That is using a coding language called TI Basic, which is built in on all calculators, and it's very good for making simple math programs. So all you have to do is plug in numbers, and it'll do the math for you. It's actually very helpful in higher class in advanced classes instead of wasting your time doing just normal math. And so yeah, you can actually make games on that by making graphics on the graph screen, putting pixels on with the draw and stuff. And there's so much stuff you can do, very versatile. But it's not as versatile as C++ and C toolchain. So what this is pretty much just the C and C++ version of this. Now, if you don't know what C or C++ means, or you know what it is and don't have zero experience, then do not use this method at all. Otherwise, you will cry. Trust me, you will cry. If you are a C or C++ developer or coder, click this button right here and just read, okay? Trust me, because it'll look like a fourth grader's math textbook to you, not like a BC calculus for us. So yeah, I think for ease, we're gonna use TI Basic, right? But you're probably wondering, why on earth would anyone use the toolchain if you just have a perfectly good coding system right here? And that is the libraries. So what the libraries do is they're different types of, libraries. So clibs, when in the games tutorial that we did further back, that's this. So graphics, fontlib, C, fileio.c, keypad.c, and libload. So it does stuff that you cannot do on TI Basic. So this, you can actually import your photos and use that in your code as well. This one, change your font and text and all that. Fileio.c, you can store files and not have that disrupted. And I'll get to that in a minute. Keypad.c, you can press a button and it'll detect when you release the button too, which you can only use get key in TI Basic. And libload. I'm not 100% educated on all this. I just know that these two are similar. So fileio.c and libload, you may be wondering, well, why can't you just store your Highscore into, say, a letter, right? But then anyone can store a letter into your variable, and so will other programs and other TI Basic programs. And there's no way of archiving or securing it or making it secure, right? So I just that's pretty much, yeah, you'd say no to that. And then graphics, you just can't open your own photos. I'm sorry. Keypad, that doesn't work. And font, we'll try with that with this series. So I've made two programs, formulas. I don't have it on this calculator, but I do have ASTS, right? So if you run it, you can click the arrow keys. This just solves arithmetic sequences and stuff. So, and then the common difference is 6. Boom, it does the math. If we look at the code, this is actually a very for some reason I made it. Oh wait, wrong program. Okay. It's actually kind of a hard setup. I didn't use a menu. So if we just skip down here a bit. Where are we here? Oh, this is going to take a while longer. Because, look, all this is just for that first screen. So it can be tedious, but on the computer, it's very quick and easy. So, pretty much, this label, here's the math. So you can input a number that stores it into a letter, right? And then you can use the letters to do math. So that's what a lot of people don't know about calculators, that if you were to store 3 into A, right? And then do 4 times A, which is 3, that'd be 12. Boom. A lot of people don't know that. So it's actually very, very good and very useful in TI Basic. So I'm not going to go over a full in-depth tutorial. I'll get to that at the end of the video. But for now, let's get started. So using the first link in the description called tokens, this will actually download a TI Basic coder. So there actually is a coder in TI Connect CE, right? But the thing is with TI Connect CE, it doesn't show you what's right or wrong. So as you can see, if you go to the 3 blocks, that's the program editor. So let's just make a new program. It is very nice, very lovely. You can pretty much does everything like here's input, right? Like we saw, you can drag and drop or double click. But the thing is, it doesn't show any error lines. So what tokens does, if we X this, no saves. If we X this out, what tokens does, I'll show you in a minute. But here's the installation guide. Click on the tokens folder, and then all you need to do is just drag and drop this onto your desktop. That'll copy it and extract it. So then, open your tokens folder. Everything should be good. You really don't need the README over here. Don't delete any of this stuff, but the one that you want to run is the tokenside.exe. So just double click that, and boom, just like that. It's not exactly like TI Basic. It sure looks a little more sketchy. I don't know. But if you do enter a program, it'll tell you if you're missing something, right? Whereas clear home, a valid command in TI Basic, it'll show as blue. So let's open. You can open projects, you can save them, and they'll all save as the .axp program files. So what was it? To type things is actually very good because so yeah, pretty much I'd come back to this a lot, like the store key. If you actually type like hyphen and then shift and period key, it'll actually type a score key. Or if you type P and I, it'll turn into pi. So yeah, that list will be on how to type things all over here. And then over here, you have pretty much a lot of commands really. So these are graph commands. These are the drawing commands that we looked at earlier. And here's default commands. So it's pretty much like your catalog. If you press second and 0 on your calculator, most of this stuff will come up on the default. I'm trying to find, is there anything else? Oh, here's yvars, by the way. Yes, it does look quite complicated, but trust me, we will get to all of it. So, that's pretty much it. Now let's get a little bit started with making our first program. So, what you want to do is go over to the website, TI Basic Developer, and I'll leave a link to that in the description. So, let's get started, shall we? So, this pretty much getting started, I already covered. So, let's go to the basics of TI Basic. So, we kind of went over this, yeah. Yeah, we pretty much went over this. So we can go next to input and output. So let's read here. Input var, and a var is just short for variable, where that can be put. So let's try what they're saying. Let's type input and then colon, not colon. I can't talk. What is that? I'm drawing blank. Quotation mark. There. Oh my god, I sound like such an idiot. So you can take the input here of like score equals, you can do that, and then make sure to put a comma and then the letter, and that'll just store it into the value. Also, there's another funky letter. It's theta. Let me check this. Okay, yeah. But the theta is pretty much if you press alpha and 3, that's what the theta looks like. I think I have it in TI Connect CE. Yeah, if you click new program, where is it? And by the way, if you can't find anything, catalog is where literally everything is. Down to the bottom. Oh, where is it? I think it's keypad. There, that's what theta looks like. So you can actually store numbers into theta as well as all the other letters like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the letters of the alphabet. So in TI Basic, theta is also part of the alphabet, and it's a Greek letter for anyone who's wondering. So let's start with our program. Input the score, and that'll store it into the variable. And then you could do like this. If you wanted to find this, if you wanted to double the score, right? You can do C, yeah, so pretty much here's what I want you to make. A easy math solver. So what it does is it does your math for you. So like if I wanted to add two numbers, I wanted to add 900 and I wanted to add 4. Boom. So I want you to do that with addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and make a quit. And also, I don't want it to look like this. If it looks like this, your assignment is a 0. So I do not want it to look like this. Come on, challenge yourself. It cannot look like this. It's the easiest method in the world to do, and you will see why. So remember, your homework. Where were we? Here. Your homework. Do 2, 3, and 4. Don't do 5, 6, 7, and or don't do 6, 7, 8 in creating games. And in movement, remember, all you have to do is go back here. Perfect. So do that and make the program, and I'll see you next video. Next video we're gonna go over some quick TI basic, and then it'll be a short video, and then the video after we're gonna start we'll start doing let's do saving, so you can save spots and do high scores. We'll do that, and then after that I think we'll start graphics. So see you then. Adios.